Hello and welcome to the FA Women's National League show, the weekly show where I look at everything that has happened over the past 7 days in the FA Women's National League and usually look ahead to what we can look forward to in the next 7 days. But with it being Christmas, there are now no fixtures to look forward to, so a shorter show this week just to round up the final fixtures of 2021. We'll have a look at some of the stats as well. Plus, in this week's show, we've got a very short draw quarterfinals of the Birmingham FA County Cup, a mock draw for that, requested by the Wolves Women podcast and by Stourbridge Ladies, of course, their coach Mike Harris we had on a few weeks ago. But without further ado then, let's get straight down to the results from Sunday and one game in midweek in the Southern Premier Division as well. We'll start in the Northern, where Hull City against Sheffield was postponed, but Middlesbrough lost 2-0 to Derby County, and Nottingham Forest drew with Burnley by a 1-1 in that one. Derby County's scorers are both coming in the first half. Sophie Domingo in the 17th minute and Emily Joyce in the 23rd minute. Nottingham Forest against Burnley, tying, as I said, by a goal each. Rachel Brown with the opening the scoring in the 14th minute in that one. Courtney Willis equalising for Burnley in the second half. Look then at the Northern table. Derby County still clear. They're now 6 points clear at the top. It's filed in second place. Wolverhampton Wanderers in third. Nottingham Forest with their point climb above Huddersfield. Burnley remain where they are but get 1 point closer to Huddersfield. Right then, moving into the Southern Premier Division. They had the one game on the Wednesday at Fratton Park, Portsmouth against Southampton. Another close one following on from that FA Cup game that they had the week before. In the end, it was Southampton who won by a 1-0. And that goal coming thanks just 6 minutes from the end. An own goal from Portsmouth giving Southampton the victory in that one. Then moving through to the weekend, Chichester and Chelsea 1, Bridgewater United 0. In that one, it was a goal for Jane Yates in the 12th minute to give Chichester the 3 points. Milton Keynes Dons against Plymouth Argyle. A goal for Plymouth coming to Imogen Crawford, 68th minute. Not yet any information about Milton Keynes Dons on the website. Oxford United, great result for them. A 3-1 victory over Ipswich Town. Ipswich Town, their first league defeat of the season. Their 100% record has now gone. Beth Lumsden opening the scoring for Oxford in the 5th minute. Daisy McLaughlin in the 40th minute made it 2-0, and that's how they went in at half time. 48th minute, Sophie Baker made it, got Oxford's third goal. Goal for Ipswich coming to Sarah Brazero Chiera. No time on that goal, but we do know it was in the second half. And finally, Portsmouth 2, London Bees 0. A goal either side of half-time for Portsmouth. Jamie Elmy Gotch in the 9th minute. Ava Robotham in the 49th minute gave Portsmouth the 2-0 victory. Southampton against Cardiff City was postponed. In the Southern Premier Division table then, we've had some move around, so to speak. Ipswich remain at the top, but they have now suffered their first defeat of the season. Oxford United climb above Southampton because Southampton didn't play at the weekend. So they're back into second now, 5 points back from Ipswich. Southampton are in third, but they do have 2 games in hand and can catch Ipswich back up when they play. Bridgewater United, 23 points. Gillingham on 22 and Crawley Wasps on 21. Plenty of movement still to happen there. Portsmouth, they are in the mid-table, but as you'll see there, an asterisk has appeared against Portsmouth's name. That's because they have also been docked points, similar to Cardiff earlier on in the season. The difference with Portsmouth is they have been docked 3 points, not the 1 that Cardiff were docked. So there's been an adjustment made for Portsmouth there. London Bees, after Portsmouth beat them, are a couple of places above the relegation zone. Keynsham Town and Cardiff remain where they were. Chichester and Chelsea, they won this weekend, so they've closed that gap to Cardiff and safety. They've still not quite reached the halfway point in their season. Milton Keynes Dons and Plymouth Argyle have swapped places after Milton Keynes Dons were victorious over Plymouth at the weekend, and Hounslow remain at the bottom. Into the Division 1 North then, 4th tier now. Liverpool Feds 3, Barnsley 1, and Newcastle United 4, Stockport County 1. Results here then, we'll start with Liverpool Feds against Barnsley. No information about Barnsley's scorer as of yet. Paige Cole in the 8th minute, Abby Pope 72nd minute, and Jennifer Rogers in the 90th minute, giving Liverpool Feds the victory. And for Newcastle United against Stockport County, a brace for Katie Barker, Bethany Guy and Erin Nelson also getting goals for Newcastle. Abby Cheshworth in the 9th minute, the only goal of the game for Stockport County. In terms of the North table then, it's as you were, as Liverpool Feds and Newcastle United both win. They remain as the top two and in their same positions. Stockport County remain in 5th, and Barnsley remain out of the relegation zone by just a single goal now after that defeat to Liverpool Feds, but nobody has moved positions at all. Into Division 1 Midlands, 2 games in this one. Long Eaton United 4, Lincoln City 1, and Peterborough United 1, Wem Town 3. So start with Long Eaton United 4, Lincoln City 1. A brace for Tiana Hicks, Audrey Huskinson Moore and Laura Dexter getting goals for Long Eaton United. Lincoln City's goal came from Jessica Razou in the 57th minute. Peterborough United losing by 3 goals to 1 to Wem Town. Goal for Peterborough coming to Jessica Driscoll in the 39th minute, and no information about Wem Town as of yet. What that means is that Long Eaton United have climbed above Lincoln City in the table. Long Eaton United now second, a game in hand over Doncaster Rovers Bells and 4 points back from them. Lincoln City also 4 points back from Doncaster Rovers Bells, but with 2 games in hand, so they could still get back to the top of the table. Wem Town, with Division 1 Midlands being so tight, last week Wem Town were in at that bottom 4. They're now in mid-table after that victory. They climbed 4 places. Peterborough United drop in to the relegation zone. South East then, 2 games that survived this weekend. Actonians 3, Billericay Town 3, and Queen's Park Rangers 1, #United 3. We'll start then with that 3-3 draw for Actonians and Billericay Town. Actonians scoring in the 21st minute, Maria Ledsma Viso, 30th minute Jasmine Young, and 41st minute Mila De Santos. So all their goals coming in the first half. No information as of yet about Billericay Town's scorers. And Queen's Park Rangers 1, #United 3. Again, no information yet about #United. Melanie Hall in the 77th minute getting the only goal for Queen's Park Rangers. What that means is that #United are now 2 points clear of Billericay Town with #United's victory. Billericay Town and Actonians stay exactly where they were, but they've both gained a point, and Queen's Park Rangers are still where they were after losing. They are 3 points clear of the relegation zone. Into Division 1 Southwest then, again only 1 game surviving the weather this time around. Cheltenham Town beating Chesham United by a 0-0. The goal there coming from Tamsin Hayward, 74th minute, just a few minutes after coming on. And that, again, means no real change to the Southwest table. Cheltenham Town extend their lead at the top to 5 points. The AFC Bournemouth have 2 games in hand. And that's the league games. We'll now have a brief look at the Cup. There was 2 games in the 3rd round of the FA Cup and 1 in the FA Women's National League Cup competition. We'll start then with the FA Women's National League Cup. Right up at the top there, Loughborough Lightning 1, Huddersfield Town 3. Goals in that game coming to Huddersfield Town 1-0 at half-time. Rhea Montgomery just before the half-hour mark putting them ahead. They then doubled their advantage. Laura Elford on the 51st minute, and then Kate Mallin 66th minute made it 3-0. Loughborough Lightning getting one back thanks to Katrina Matheson-Morrison in the 70th minute. So Huddersfield Town through to the quarter-finals. 2 games in the FA Cup 3rd round. Gillingham losing out to Charlton Athletic by a 1-0. Exeter City beating Southampton women by 3-0 away from home. That means that in the fourth round, Charlton will go away to Plymouth Argyle. Exeter City will go away to West Bromwich Albion. And that's all of the results from the past 7 days in the FA Women's National League and the Women's FA Cup. So what we're going to do now, we're going to have a brief pause before I have a look at some of the stats at the halfway point in the season. As I mentioned at the start of the show, it was requested after one of the County Cup fixtures from last weekend by Stourbridge Ladies and the Wolves Women podcast that would I be so kind as to do a mock draw for the quarterfinals of their County Cup. Of course, I said yes. It's only a couple of minutes long with only 4 ties to draw. But here is my mock draw for the Birmingham FA County Cup. Hello, welcome to mock draw for the quarterfinals of the Birmingham FA County Cup. 8 teams left to be drawn. Well, sorry, 4 ties to be drawn. 10 teams left in the competition after a couple of postponements. Ball numbers for you then. Number 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers. 2, West Bromwich Albion. 3, Stourbridge. 4, Solihull Sporting. 5, Knoll. 6, Boldmere St Michael's, 7 Sutton United or Burton Albion, and 8 Leafield Athletic or Rugby Borough. I know the Wolves Women podcast and Stourbridge requested that I made a mock draw for this quarter final. So without further ado, 8 balls to be drawn out of the box. Let's get straight down to it. And the first one out, number 4. That's Solihull Sporting. Number 4, Solihull Sporting. And they face number 5, Knoll. So Solihull Sporting against Knoll. Number 7, Sutton United or Burton Albion. One of the games called off this weekend. Against number 6, Boldmere St Michael's. Number 6, Boldmere St Michael's. So Sutton United or Burton Albion against Boldmere St Michael's. Number 2, West Bromwich Albion in the National League North. And they face number 3, Stourbridge. 3, Stourbridge. West Bromwich Albion against Stourbridge. And finally, number 8, Leafield Athletic or Rugby Borough. Face number 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers. A run through then those quarterfinal ties for you. So Solihull Sporting against Knoll, Sutton United or Burton Albion against Boldmere St Michael's, West Bromwich Albion against Stourbridge, and Leafield Athletic or Rugby Borough against Wolverhampton Wanderers. That concludes the mock quarterfinal draw for the Birmingham FA County Cup. Okay, so that was my mock draw for the Birmingham FA County Cup quarter-finals. Let's have a look now at some of the stats as we reach the end of 2021 and pretty much, give or take a game or two, the halfway point of this season. We'll start in the Northern Premier Division then. Top scorer is still Ellie Gilliatt. She has, when it loads up for me, 9 goals in 12 games in the league, closely followed by Laura Elford and Brittany Sanderson from Huddersfield Town, both with 8 goals apiece. Rosine Kivell, Amy Woodruff and Faye McCoy from Stoke, Brighouse and Fylde are in 4th, 5th and 6th with 7 goals in the league so far. If we have a look at the Southern Premier Division then, you've got Ella Pusey from Southampton at the top, 15 goals in 10 games. Beth Lumsden for Oxford United, 10 goals in 12. Shannon Albury and Sherelle Castle from Portsmouth both have 8. Natasha Thomas from Ipswich Town has 7 goals to be 5th in that particular standing. Division 1 Midlands. Leah Hardy, 10 goals in 9 appearances in the league for Lincoln City, tops the scoring at the moment. Keir Perkins, 9 from 12 from Peterborough United. Catherine Pagan, 7 goals from 9 appearances, that's for Wemtown and Solihull Moors. Chantal Amber Robertson, 7 goals as well for Howell Sports. And Jessica Driscoll from Peterborough United with 6 goals in 10 games. The top 5 in the Midlands. In the North, it's Laura Bartup for Leeds United with 11 goals from 9 games leading the way. Katie Barker for Newcastle United in on 9 goals from 7 appearances. Bianca Owens also with 9 goals from 9 for Norton and Stockton Ancients. Kirsty Chambers on 8 from FC United of Manchester, and from Liverpool Feds, Paige Cole with 7 goals from 10 games. In the South East, it's Ashley Hinks from AFC Wimbledon, 10 goals in 9 appearances. Zoe Rushton from Billericay Town, 10 goals from 11. And then 3 from Hashtag United, Malika Appelinda Gill, Sasha Adamson and Kelly Weatherall, all from Hashtag United, 9 goals, 8 goals and 8 goals respectively. And finally, in Division 1 South West, it's Sian Wiley from Southampton Women, 9 in 9, leading the way. Ellie Olds from Swindon, 8 from 6. Becky Bath from Bournemouth, 7 from 8. Annabelle Colston, 6 from 16 for Swindon. And Chesham United's Gemma Fraser, 6 from 6, rounds out the top 5. So those are the leading goal scorers in the leagues throughout the first half of the season and in 2021. For this season at least. But that's going to do it for this week's episode of the FA Women's National League show. Of course, it's a shorter one, being without any fixtures to look forward to in the next 7 days. I just want to say this is episode 20 now of the Women's National League show, and thank you so much for the support that you have shown to me throughout the last, nearly 5 months now that I've been doing this. I've had some terrific guests on as well. There is not going to be a show next week because there's no fixtures to look forward to or results to look back on. So we're going to have a week off rather than trying to put something together that is just going to be short and not particularly good. So a big thank you to all of the guests I've had on so far this year, and a big thank you to you for watching over the course of the last 5 months or so. Be back then on the 4th of January, looking ahead to the fixtures on the 9th. But all that remains for me to say for this year is have a very happy Christmas. Keep yourselves safe and enjoy the festive period. Goodbye.